A saint.
A demon.
And a fucking tiger.
Walk into a bar.
Oh, yeah.
Wolfpack is back, cause I'm mass destruction. Guess who's here? The bad boys are wrestling. Testing competition, win the war, that's their mission. Not no mercy, see the rings like the street. If you don't know, you better find out the Wolfpack. Here to prove a point, number one, just believe that you don't wanna tussle with them or be avoided them. Come in the ring with them, you're never walking out again. Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack. 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 You might wind up in a body bag. You took your chances, now it's time to show you we're wrong. In the ring, this is war, all you sucks but strong. Day in,
Yeah. Well, we can't even talk about Richmond because Jack's not even here. So we might as well have a little bit of
So-
a...
We're in the Wolfswood.
We are.
Jeez Louise, alright. Well done
Well
on
done.
finishing on top of us.
Pretty solid season though
I
for
reckon.
both of us.
I reckon.
And it is a pretty important question when people say, "Oh, who finished lower?" Blah blah blah.
Sorry, boys.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Oh,
was late.
no, it's not-
Sorry, I just come fresh from a finals meeting. What are you guys talking about?
Turn it up. Jeez Louise.
Before we went online, you assured us that we could speak.
About our respective seasons. Nah.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Hey
it's-
Jack, how are you, mate?
Good, boys. How are you, boys?
Yeah,
Good to see you. Sorry I'm a little late. I know you guys have been hanging around. You know, you got nothing really on this week.
Oh, yeah, that's it. You've been warned already
Yeah. So yeah.
for your tardiness.
Yeah, Mazel Tov and beaten buddy. Where are they? Werribee.
North Ballarat and
North
Werribee,
Ballarat.
yes.
North Ballarat.
Wait,
Werribee.
struggled to beat them.
Us? No,
A
pumped
half and a-
pumped them by 40 points in the end. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah,
They pulled a few off.
I reckon it was a good little test for you because they certainly came out hot, but naturally
Listen,
we're
there
going
was
to go
some,
the distance.
Nah, no way.
There were some things I really liked. When Boomer came on, because he was a sub, he Taylor Hunt went to him. And Taylor Hunt
yeah, he was a real aggro bastard.
went back to his
Real aggro.
tagging days and just like got into him.
Really?
Yeah.
Off the ball, like nothing illegal, nothing, nothing.
I reckon
giving
we're
away
going to see
a free
round.
kick.
We're going to see round two. On
Oh, we
Sunday
definitely
with them
are.
too.
We
Fuck.
definitely are.
Isn't there something about a leaked sledges?
Yeah, I was saying.
Really?
Yeah, well, apparently
sledges, I like it.
Richmond's not staking claim to it. They're saying it was someone else who put it up, but a photo got out of in the Richmond team rooms before the game on the whiteboard was written, if Boomer is struggling, he becomes a sook.
Oh, really?
Make sure you give Del Santo crap about his jaw augmentation surgery.
What?
Really?
So they've got a list
Yeah.
of
So,
throwdowns.
and who was the other one? And Petrie will do anything for a quick buck in terms of a media appearance. So get into him about that.
Did they get Dave Hughes to come in and just do a little skinny on all of the Richmond
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
players?
had
All the
a
players.
sledging. It was
So
interesting
is that
actually.
what Jonathan Brown was given the okay?
Yeah, well, they were talking about it on the couch on Monday night,
Yeah.
and he was saying, "Listen, at the Brisbane Lions, we had a sledge playbook when we played a team. Our success was very much based on toughness and being tough around the ground, and
Being
a lot of
cunts.
that had to do with
Being
being
pricks.
sledges."
Oh,
Yeah.
hang on a sec. We got someone trying to call us.
Oh, here we
Pizza?
go.
Hello, Matthew speaking.
Oh, you're calling live into the studio.
Hello.
Ooh.
He's taking 45 minutes to place the order. Ooh.
What's up? Sorry?
What's your address?
What's my address? Oh,
Pizza Hut?
yeah, Pizza Hut. Yeah.
What's your address?
Oh, I gave it to you before. Do you want it again?
Oh.
Can you give me James number one, yeah?
No, jeez, buddy. Do you want me to text it to you?
Excuse me, what's your street number?
Street number.
It's 4/1.
4/1?
I'll text it to you. I've got your mobile number up here.
Shameless.
Yeah, I don't want to share it with the world. Alright, bye.
Well, that Pizza Hut studio was just on live on our programming.
The audience didn't see before.
They missed out. It was
45 minutes of phone call.
I was trying to make deals like I always do.
Yeah, they're
Dead
giving you
set.
nothing.
And there's a communication barrier.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know,
not English here.
well, Kitmont, that's where I live, Kitmont Street.
Yeah, just spell it out.
Tell the world.
What were the words you used?
Oh, all sorts.
Yeah,
I had to get lavish. I had to get lavish.
Yeah, but that's the problem.
It was K for Kellogg's.
Yeah, you would have been like, what the fuck is Kellogg's?
But anyways,
round and back.
As you were.
So the sledging. So I reckon that's a really good idea to have a bit of a sledge playbook, even if
You know who I reckon started it?
Who?
The Bombers in 2000. Because they were the dynasty before, even if it was just 1 season's worth.
Yeah.
They were before the Lions, and they were considered. I remember they did this article that year. They were like ranked as the number 1 sledging team.
Yeah, it's funny actually because in the 2001 grand final against or in a final against the Bombers.
It was a grand final.
Brisbane was it a grand final? It was, yeah. They all wore the tape around the elbow. All the Essendon players wore their black armbands around their elbow because Brisbane had been supposedly doing this IV drip.
That's right.
Post game, which was to hydrate you, and it was just So
was that a little dig at them?
Apparently, yeah, but it didn't work. But yeah,
Brownie would have just came out and clobbered.
We don't have to share everyone, but have a look at the reply. That's what we're dealing with.
Oh, it's a bit of a struggle.
Thank. Poor bastards.
Thank who?
Thank you.
Just be thankful.
No, it's like, no.
Listen, to our dear listeners, I know most of our dear listeners are probably not paying attention because most of our listeners aren't going for teams that are in the finals. But so we'll pass it over to you two.
Is that Troy?
Oh yeah.
Is that true?
Well,
Troy's
run through our favourite listeners.
Troy,
Mole.
Big Bird,
Mole,
Big Bird's out.
Master
Mole's
Dash.
out. Dash is out.
We had that Nick from the Geelong supporter. He's out.
Well, Dazza from Battle Oath is still in.
On your ace. Ace Ventura.
Who's
that? Daryl Ventura, yeah.
For those who are playing at home.
Indeed.
But anyway, so Demons St Kilda.
Yeah, give us the season wraps. Let's see what you got.
How about we do a reverse? We'll do a reverse.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so I'm going to surmise your season.
Okay. Good. I like it.
Before I get underway, it was on the radio yesterday with Mr. Brereton and Marco and Ox doing they're rating the bottom 8 teams.
Oh, well,
that's right. Yeah, I did listen to a bit of that.
And D's, Ox gave them a C+, I think, or a C-. He gave them a C-.
Very cool.
And Dermo, E-.
E-.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derm doesn't... Yeah, he's got high expectations for us.
Yeah, he does.
An extra 2 wins this year or something like that.
Extra 2.
Yeah.
Extra 2 or 3. You got 7, didn't you?
We got 6. We got 7. But like you mentioned a few weeks ago, I'm impressed this year more about those wins than any other year because the quality of the teams we actually beat and probably where and the teams we pushed as well.
Yeah.
People forget we missed a couple of games that we could have won.
Yeah,
and
Saints being one.
And there was another one. I mean, the Adelaide game, I think in the last quarter, in the earlier part of the season, we kept up for 3 quarters. Even with Ferrer, we kept up when they played.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we just kind of dropped off. I think it was just those last 5 rounds.
And
I suppose too.
And
like,
that was also dealt with.
What did Ox say to that?
Yeah, he fired up.
Good.
And you had what's her name call up? It'll come to me later. She's an old bird who's a mad Melbourne.
Oh, really?
Ivy's the Saints one.
Ivy?
Yeah, I've heard Ivy.
Ivy calls up.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah, Poison Ivy. She calls up about the Sainers. She's funny as. And the D's have got the same, but I forgot her name for the time.
What'd she say?
But she boards a lot of the players, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah. So, Ox called anyways. Also, she called him.
Yeah, and what'd she say?
Like, damn, you're off your head.
Yeah.
But...
but
a big jump from that to a completely different subject.
Yeah.
Harley Bennell.
Yeah.
And Ox is like, got to send her down to this lady's place. I really wish the name comes to me soon. But
so you can board with her. Is that
he
the
said
plan?
he'll come out with a one ear bigger than the other. because she just puts them in line. But dead set, Harley Bennell.
Sweet.
Melbourne, you're going shopping as well.
Rack 'em up, rack 'em up, rack 'em up.
Everyone thinks St Kilda's got all the plastic. Everyone thinks St Kilda's got all the plastic, but Melbourne,
we've got a bit.
Oh, yeah.
You've got plenty of interest-free deals.
Don't forget, you guys chased Dangerfield last year, and that wouldn't have been a cheap prospect. And
so
he's out, is he?
I reckon you guys are in the market for Aish.
Aish, who's Aish?
He's
James
from Brisbane.
Aish.
Young guy.
Oh, yeah, we talked about him last week.
Yeah.
He's Jimmy's mate.
I mean, actually, you know what? You've got some really good things to be happy with this season, Melbourne. I mean, as we learned today, the rising star, the first key forward to win it since your man.
Smashed it.
Well, thanks, Jack, for stealing the thunder.
Sorry, mate.
But yeah, that's it. The first forward since Brew Boy.
Yeah. To win the rising
Clear
star.
rising star.
He was, wasn't he?
Oops, sorry.
As good as Cripps was, I mean, it's pretty hard. Like,
it was a very debatable thing leading up to it, and I thought justifiably so, because
It's
Cripps has
just
been pretty
purely
good.
on positions. No forward has done it since Rewalt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone else since has been a midfielder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that in itself speaks volumes.
Yeah.
And
the value of the position.
Actually, you would have missed it, Josh, because I stole I took the Foxtel away from you. But when Roosie was on the couch on 360 on Monday,
he was dead set, wasn't he?
well, they were asking him, "What do you think?" And he's like, "Listen, no disrespect to Cripps, but I think Jesse's got it in the bag because no one has ever done this. Even like if you compare Hogan's first year record of playing to Rewalt's, to when Rewalt won it, Hogan trumps him." Hogan trumps, like, if you go through all the greats.
Even more so compared to Rewalt, is that Hogan, he had not played a senior game until this year. Whereas Rewalt played nearly all the games
the year before.
In the year before.
Yeah.
So,
well, look, I mean, I think these days,
but he had a great apprenticeship though, because that was what. I don't really understand the
story behind him.
No, well, the whole
how he got hurt.
No. The 17-year-old access.
Oh, yeah.
So him and Don Barry was meant to be great, but he left, didn't he? This year.
I think he's been axed or.
No, he just left. He's like, I'm done.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm done. See you later.
Yeah.
Talented.
Well, I mean, Hogan.
Yeah, that's right. No. Yeah, I do remember hearing about that.
Hogan's first game that I saw him play on the kind of main stage was actually a pre-season match against you guys when we were doing a 3-way tango with North.
That's right.
It was the first match of the game.
It was last year, wasn't it?
No, it was 2000. Oh no, it was 2013, I think.
Yeah, it would have been actually. Sorry.
And I went with you guys in Fractal on that. And I remember, even in that game, they only played like a certain amount of time. Yeah. He only played that one game, and he's one or two contests he were in, he took the mark. And one of the contests, he had a shot for goal outside 50 and bagged it. I was like, sweet. And then he did his back or something, and was out for the whole season. And if you compare Jack Watson, his kind of rise, I reckon Hogan's had it even more. In the pressure,
built up, certainly,
because he's had a whole season where he's shown his potential, then done an injury, then had to kind of work through the entire season not playing another game, and everyone's talking about him, and he's actually talking about him like he's actually proved in the VFL, not just fucking Melbourne grammar against yeah. So he came in. All that pressure on his shoulders, and he fucking walks the walk, So
it's really interesting.
I don't think there's been a more impressive debut season.
Nah,
I can remember.
Not that I can recall.
He's the only forward to destroy Rance.
Well, I was just going to say that. Yeah, it's really interesting. The last few games,
he took 3 or 4 contested marks.
Rance has been in really good form in the last 3 weeks, and he trumped like Cloak, Dixon. And Petrie 3 weeks in a row and just destroyed him, make it look stupid. Yeah. And I reckon at least once or twice throughout the game, they said, look, Rance has done this all year. He's only had his colours lowered once, and that was against Jesse Hogan.
Yeah. But I think it'll be a different story.
How many goals did he kick? Like 55?
No, 45.
45.
And, I mean, he kicked a goal in every game except for the one against Carlton. Every game.
That was like Bruce. Bruce only missed one game.
Yeah.
Where he didn't kick a goal against Sydney.
Well, I mean, that's the other thing. How many did Bruce finish with?
50.
He got more goals. Well, why isn't everyone talking about Bruce then? How many years has he had?
They kind of are, but You know, he's been in the system for a while.
Has he?
About 4 or 5 years.
I haven't noticed him this year, obviously. But